Good morning. We are presenting to you the flipped faculty meeting for October, today, October 1st. I don't know, feeling a little strange today.
Yeah, I think I ate something weird.
Yeah, me too. But anyhow, just going to run through a few things for the month of October. Common assessments. Make sure we are doing these, make sure we're sharing the information, that everybody's on the same page. You know, if we're doing American history, English 1, make sure everybody's on the same page, please. Frequent assessments. We want to ensure that kids are getting it. We want to focus on, with these assessments, whether it be a pre-assessment, formal assessment, we need to know what we are doing, how we are doing it, and are they getting it, and then what are we going to do about that. So that's the things we want to look about with our assessments. I sent an email out to several of you about the EOC sharing with conference schools. The dates for those, we've done this in the past and they want to continue to do this. So that's why we set this up. But the dates for those are October 14th, it's American History at Pacific. October 15th, Algebra 1 and 2, Geometry at New Haven. October 21st, Biology here. The 23rd, Government at St. Clair. And the 28th, English at St. James. Grade books. Make sure and stay current. We want to stick with what we've done in the past, 2-3 grades per week. Make sure we update those. Had some phone calls from parents, we're cutting those off. We'll take care of that, but let's make sure we stay current on that. Parent-teacher conferences, October 22nd and 23rd. 22nd, the schedule is normal school day, 3:30 to 6:30 are parent-teacher conferences. Dinner will be on your own that night. The next day we do not have school, the 23rd. It's 8 to 1 is a work day for faculty. Then 2 to 8, that's parent-teacher conferences that evening. We will provide dinner in the teacher's lounge. We'll have that about 5 o'clock. John?
Thanks, Joe. Just to talk to you guys, Fridays, we've got students kind of in the hallways when they shouldn't be. So one thing, especially early before we have school start with that late start, so no students are going to be allowed in the hallways on Friday mornings unless they have a pass from you. So students saying, oh, I need to see so-and-so. No pass, no go. Simple enough.
Don't
Teachers,
pass go.
do not collect $200. That would come out of our soda money. The students of the month, we've only got 2 for September, so we had to select arbitrarily for those. Also, teacher-student recognitions. When we have those things, please get those to the office. See somebody doing something proper and positive. Make sure that we can recognize that. We really want to make sure that we're taking advantage of that whole thing. Last thing in this section, field trips. Still need agendas from people. Also, we want to send an email out yesterday just to kind of remind everybody what our policy is. That we want to try to get our rosters out to the other teachers in a timely fashion so that they can look at the rosters and determine who probably needs to stay home. Also, if you've got a student in tutor time or that student is failing a class, shouldn't be on a field trip. They need to be in class learning, not doing the other fun stuff. We want those field trips to be a reward. I had a couple of questions. If it does become something that is academic and it's heavily class related, then make sure you get with Mr. Stammers and talk to him about that because he's the one with the exceptions. Hopefully your head returns to a normal size by then.
Okay, intruder drill. We'll be doing one of those. The standard for this is flight, hide, fight. Very first response, run. Get out of the building, unless the bang-bang's in your area. But that's the standard. Everybody needs to understand if somebody comes in the building and says, hey, what's your procedure? It's flight, hide, fight. That's the order of preference. For our drills, it'll simply be hide. Okay? Get in the corner of the room like we've done in the past. You got glass in your window, out of sight. That's for our procedures. It'll be hide. We'll come around, we'll shake some door handles, bang on some doors. Don't want to hear anything, don't want to see anybody. Okay, that's our procedure. And make sure Make sure that you cover these with your kids so they know, so that if we see, hey, what do you do on an intruder, they can tell us, fight, hide, fight.
Also, we just did a tornado drill last week. Some good stuff, some bad. You know, new procedures. Understand this, that from where the past, where we were out in the hallway, all the research is showing, especially when they looked at stuff at Joplin, that the hallway was the worst place that you can be. Not enough protection there. So we're still in the fledgling process of that. We're going to have to do this tornado drill a few more times to get it right. A lot of some of the big complaints people have had that the spaces they didn't think were big enough. Understand too that when it's a drill, you're not going to necessarily be comfortable. But forbid that a tornado actually hits the school, but those rooms almost will become too big. People compress when the danger's in there. So please if you have any concerns, make sure you email me or get that information to your leadership liaison person, because we're going to talk about that in the A+ Lab on Thursday when we do our leadership team meeting next week. So make sure they have that information, and we can try to work this out. We want to get this perfect. The school's not perfectly designed for tornadoes. It is for learning, so we got to get all that together.
And on those drills, or for the real thing, kids, wherever you're going, the kids don't have to duck and cover. They can stand up, get tight, so make sure they know that. I had some people ask that question for the restrooms because they thought that might be kind of gross to get down on the floor, duck and cover in the bathrooms. It would be. So you don't have to do that. Owensville Beautification Day coming up this Saturday, October 4th, maybe? I don't know. This Saturday. I sent an email out requesting. It's a really cool thing that Jerry Larimore is organizing, do some good things for Owensville. Be a great community service for a lot of our clubs and groups. I did have a couple of responses that they would participate in this. It's going to meet at 9 o'clock at the administration building. I really, really, really encourage some of our clubs to do that. You don't have to stay the whole time. If you can show up with 5, 10 kids and give an hour, that would be awesome. It's better than nothing, and it's going to be a great day for our community. It's supposed to be really pretty on Saturday also. As I said, 9 a.m. Jerry Larimore is coordinating this, and we'll be at the admin building. See you there.
Halloween, October's Halloween month, so we're encouraging students to costume up as always, but want to make sure we just always cover and remind, not allowing masks, so no masks. We want to make sure we see clear faces, and nothing depicting a weapon. All right, so we want to make sure that we're staying. That would be not legal. So, all right, no weapons. School appropriate is the key. We're still, as much as we want the kids to have fun, the kids need to understand too that their job is learning. Kind of parlaying a little bit of that, discipline referrals. If for some reason you have to send a kid to the office, I know sometimes it happens, please make sure you at least call down to the office and let them know that they're coming. Had a couple of times where kids were sent to the office. I didn't realize that they were there, and I can't follow up, and Mr. Stammers can't either. The biggest thing is supporting you. Also, please do not use SIS to upload any discipline referrals. If you're going to send a discipline referral, do that through the Google form that was pushed to both your desktop on your computer, and hopefully we have a link of that on your iPad too. That way, that comes right to my email, and I can help support as we go through. At the very least, I need an email from you, at least to know what's going on. The more information you can give me, the better off things can be. So we want to make sure that we're using that technology and taking advantage. It seems to have worked really well so far for those who've used it. Great way to communicate, and then helps me build patterns and support you in the classroom.
Okay, I'm going to run through a couple things here at the end. Students of the month for September. Getting this out to you all. I have not told the students yet, so I'll try to do that this morning before you get this. Freshman Emily Uzzle, sophomore Abby Gerleman, junior Sarah Hungler, senior Brett Fulkerson. Only had a couple of people that submitted names for Student of the Month. Please do that for October. Get some names to me. Important dates, just going to hit a few. We will send these dates to you via email. You'll get these. But I wanted to highlight a few of them. This Friday is senior night at the football game. It's going to be for football, band, cross-country, cheerleading. October 6th, you can get next to, handout grades. Regular Dutch time, as is every Monday. That hasn't changed. So October 6th, that's the next time we'll hand out grades.
The October 20th will be the next time that we'll be importing grades. So that'll be the next window opening for grades going in. Make sure that we're getting that done in a timely fashion. If we run into any problems, make sure you communicate with Kathy Luther. Also, October 22nd is going to be the plan test for the sophomores. Mrs. Giebler will get more information out to you, I'm sure, so we know what's going on. But just know that October 22nd is going to be that date.
28th, end of the month, we will be having a assembly for bullying. This guy's supposed to be really good. It's a speaker coming in named Chris Bowers. It's approximately going to be about 45 minutes to an hour. It's going to start at 1:30. As it gets closer, we'll get the information to you, when we're going to dismiss by intercom. Hopefully we'll get rolling by 1:30 and go till approximately, 2:15 in that area. Probably hold them till the end of 6th hour. There'll be some other things attached that Denise Peth will be getting in touch with you. There's some bullying bans we have for all the students, and she'll get that all that information out as we get together and work that out. But again, that's going to be October 28th. These were some dates that we wanted to highlight for you so that you could plan ahead. But there's a whole bunch of things. When you get this and you see this, if I've missed something, make sure that you have this information tomorrow morning, 8 o'clock, A+ lab, so that we can correct any mistakes we've had, answer any questions, especially regarding the tornado placement.
All right. Thank you guys so much. Always fun. Man, my head really hurts.
Yeah, no, when you turn sideways, it kind of comes normal. That's why it hurts when you turn
It's
sideways
the turning.
and then come back. It's like, ooh, headache.
Spinning.
Headache,
The
yeah.
room's spinning. All right. Have a good day.